Alright, so the tool that I bought from Harbor Freight, it didn't work out. Or either that, it doesn't work well, I should say. I shouldn't downgrade the tools. But it doesn't work well for Porsche. Alright, so I went and got another tool. I got another pressure tester here. Alright, so this one here, it's from, so y'all can see that the light is the Billet Tools. So Billet Tools works pretty good. And then so this here, let's see, something wrong with my camera or something. Alright, so these are the two, and I'm gonna do a tools comparison after I'm done with this. Okay. Alright, so and I'll do this so you guys can see it too. So this is new tools, Billet Tools. It worked out really good. I was able to install it there, and again I'll show you guys because I'm gonna have to redo this here. And then I've seen the leak is coming from there, but I just can't identify you know where it's leaking from. I can see the coolant flow coming from right there. Alright, so I put the rags and all stuff there, so I'm going to clean all this stuff out in order for me to see better. Alright, so the next step is to remove the fuel rail. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Alright, so and then pretty much disconnect. You see this is coming here, this main fuel here is coming down in here. Alright, so and this is where you disconnect here, and then of course you disconnect each one of these here. Alright, each one of that, and then of course you got screws here, a bolt here, 1, 2 there, and then of course this right here, the bracket here, so 2 in the back. Alright, I think this one maybe it's gonna be a challenge, but okay. So that's what I'm gonna try to do next. Alright. Alright, so I clean the best that I can there. You guys can see even though they're down under here, you can't see it. You might. Let me see here. See down there. Alright, and then also way down there. Yeah, you guys can't see it that good. Alright, so the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the radiator coolant expansion tank here. Alright, so I remove the cap already, so let me do that now. And then what we're going to do, and I do a pressure test, and I have a good feeling that I'm going to have to remove this whole thing here. Alright, so it's all this coolant here, water pump here, so all of that. So I'm thinking the leak is the bottom of this coolant housing here. Alright, so all of that is going to have to remove, and also the fuel injector power here, all of that is going to have to come out. Okay, so this here I cover you know, the fuel injector here, so I cover the one in the bottom there, so nothing get into it. Alright, so let's put some coolant and see where we go from here. Alright, let's add some coolant in here. Oh, there you go. I want to fill up all the way up, that way it doesn't take much to, you know, when you pump the air into it, when you try to pressurize it. I hope I have enough here. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I'm hoping that's enough. Excuse me. And gonna pick the pressure cap here. Install it in there. You want to tighten it down pretty good, so there's no potential air leak there. Alright. So yeah, I'll tie it down a little bit more. Alright. Alright, so you wanna, so this is your pump. Okay. Alright, and then you have to do is connect that pump to here. Okay. So let me do that here. Alright. Oh, let's kind of press it in and lock in like that. Alright. Yeah, just press it in. And this here, before you take this off, you want to make sure you release all the air in there. Alright. And now you start pumping it, so don't go beyond, so the pressure is 15 psi. Alright, so that's where we're going to try to get that needles to. Okay. Try to do that. Alright. It may take a little while because I didn't have all the coolant to fill all the way up to the top. You can see it's going up now, see that? So we just keep pumping it. It means the thing, it's the, at least the cap, there's no leaking there. So pump it until it gets to about 15 psi. Alright, there it goes. There. And then we're gonna go check for the leak. Okay. It's got some air in there. So the pump for billet tools, it's more sturdier. It also you know, it's pressure more air, blow more air, so than the Harbor Freight. Alright, so one more pump. Alright, so I'm gonna set it there and see if it stays there, and then I'm gonna go check for the leak. Alright, check for the leak here. See where it's leaking from. Oh, you can see right there. See, it's flowing. You all can see that it's flowing there. So I'm thinking it's coming from, yeah, not on this side, but definitely on this side. Okay, as you can see, it's leaking from this side. Alright, so okay, let me put some rag here. Alright, so I'm not sure you guys can see through the lens of the mirror. Alright, I think you can see it, but it is leaking from this side. Yeah. So, alright, let me try to investigate a bit further here. So I think, let me put this here. You guys can see there. It's leaking from there. Okay, so I'm not sure if that connector has anything to do with it, but I don't think so. Alright. Alright folks. So what's the verdict here? Alright. So let me show you guys here what I need to do next. Alright, so my intuition was correct. So it leaks from this coolant housing here. Okay, so it's where it feeds through. So somewhere down under there or behind this water pump. Okay, so the next step is to remove this housing right here. All right. Yeah, might be a pain to do that, but that's what I need to do next. And of course, you know, this hose is gonna have to come off. Looks like the water pump is gonna have to come off here, and then all of the fuel injector connector here, harness I should say, will all have to come off. Okay, so I'm not sure when I clean everything up, turn this around. So I'm not sure when I clean everything up, while I was pumping, I couldn't get to see this enough. So but I know the coolant is leaking from the left side as you're looking at it. Okay, so yeah, so that's the next step. All right. Hey, thank you for coming along, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, it will help me out immensely. And as always, I wish you all well, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow.